transfer bombshells at Ibrox. Emanuel Fernandez and Joe Rothwell are officially in the door. Rangers close in on Premier League veteran Conor Coady in a deal that could transform the defense. Thelo Aasgaard move gathering pace, and David Brooks ready to join the revolution. Strap in, because this is no ordinary window. This is a statement from Rangers, and you'll want to see every twist and turn. 2 signings, 2 statements of intent, and a warning shot to the rest of Scottish football. The Rangers revolution under the new regime is well and truly underway. Let's start with Emanuel Fernandez, a centre-back who was picked up for nothing by Peterborough just a few years ago, moulded into a solid defender, and now lands at Ibrox for a fee rising to around £3.5 million. That's not pocket change, that's investment. And it tells you exactly how highly rated this lad is. He's 23, he's strong, composed, and already tested against Premier League opposition. You remember that FA Cup tie against Everton? Aye, he held his own like a seasoned veteran, but now it's no League One or FA Cup cameos. This is Ibrox. This is Champions League qualifiers. This is pressure, week in, week out. He's here on a 4-year deal, and he's got big boots to fill, especially with Balogun gone and the likes of Sautar and Sterling battling consistency issues. Then you've got Joe Rothwell, a player with over 350 senior appearances across England's toughest leagues. Oxford, Blackburn, Leeds, Bournemouth, and now Rangers. You don't land at Ibrox unless you've proven your mettle, and Rothwell hasn't just proven it. He's bringing that swagger of experience we've badly needed in the midfield. His comments say it all. It wasn't a hard decision. The second Rangers came calling, it was a straight-up yes. And why wouldn't it be? He's linking back up with Russell Martin, and he's hungry to win. That's exactly the mentality we need driving this team forward. With Fernandez locking down the back and Rothwell bringing drive and grit to the middle of the park, there's a clear message here. The rebuild isn't just about depth. It's about raising the standard, but here's where it gets tasty. If Rangers are spending £3.5 million on a League One defender, is it a masterstroke of scouting and belief, or a massive gamble on a player untested at this level? What do you think? Is this the kind of bold business that puts Rangers back at the top, or are we risking big money on projects while Celtic sit laughing with their medals? I reckon this news alone deserves a like, don't you think? It really helps the channel grow, mate. Another day, another potential coup brewing at Ibrox, and this time it's Thelo Aasgaard who's lighting the fuse. Now, you don't play 163 games for Wigan, score 30 goals, and then land in the Premier League unless you've got something about you. At just 23 years old, Asgard has already worn the colours of Denmark and Norway, dazzled in League One, and shown flashes of brilliance in a poor Luton side that's now been sent tumbling into League One. And make no mistake, he doesn't want to hang about in the muck and grit of the third tier. Rangers are sniffing, and rightly so. This lad is versatile, creative, and still improving. He's not just an attacking midfielder. He's a technician, a playmaker, a potential game changer. He can play in the hole off the left, deeper if needed. It's the kind of flexibility Russell Martin will be licking his lips at. The fee, Luton paid £3 million for him in January, so it's not going to be a discount job. But with Luton spiraling and desperate to trim the wage bill, now is the moment to strike. And if we let this one slip, you can be sure someone down south won't. This is the kind of move that separates the pretenders from the serious contenders. Add Asgard to a midfield already being reshaped with Rothwell and Diamanda, and you're looking at a trio that could run rings around most of the SPFL. Here we go again, another big name linked with Ibrox, and this one could be a real headline grabber. David Brooks The Welsh international with Premier League pedigree could be the next to walk through the famous front doors in G51. Now, let's not kid ourselves. Brooks is a class act. We're talking about a player with nearly 150 appearances for Bournemouth, a spark of creativity, and a wand of a left foot. He's shown his quality at Sheffield United, at Southampton under Russell Martin, and of course in the Red of Wales, and now the stage might be set for his next act in Glasgow. What's changed? Well, a move to West Brom looked nailed on, but that's hit the skids. And who's waiting in the wings? Rangers. He's already said he'd be happy to reunite with Martin, calling him a great manager. That's not your average PR fluff. That's a player basically handing you the pen and saying, draw up the deal. With Tom Lawrence gone and Cherney back to Wolfsburg, there's a gap out wide that needs filled yesterday. Brooks isn't just a winger. He can cut inside, create, score, link up play. He'd add a whole new dimension to our attack. And you know, Martin's system thrives with clever, technical players who can shift the tempo. Brooks fits like a glove. Now, here's the kicker. Bournemouth are willing to let him go. His contract runs until 2026, but game time's been limited. Whether it's a loan or permanent move, it's there for the taking, and probably at a reduced rate too. This is the sort of opportunity that can't be passed up if we're serious about going toe-to-toe with Celtic, not just domestically, but in Europe. Here we go again. Rangers are circling, and this time it's for a player with over 400 appearances, a former Premier League captain, and a man who knows how to marshal a backline like few others. Conor Coady could be the next name added to Russell Martin's ever-growing list of reinforcements. Despite Emanuel Fernandez joining from Peterborough, it seems Martin's not stopping there. He wants steel, he wants leadership, and he wants experience, and Cody ticks every box. At 32, he's seen it all. Wolves, Everton, Leicester, and not just squad filler. He was a mainstay at Molineux when they were giving top six sides a proper rattle. Now Leicester are down in the Championship, and with the financial strain tightening, they're looking to shift high earners. Cody, with just a year left on his deal, is available for around £1.5 million, an absolute snip for what he brings to the dressing room and the pitch. He's keen, he fancies Ibrox, he wants top-level football, and with Champions League qualifiers just weeks away, there's no time to hesitate. A move could come in the next few days, and rightly so. This isn't just about plugging gaps. It's about sending a message that Rangers are building not just a squad, but a spine. So here's the fiery one. If Conor Coady arrives at Ibrox, does it mean Clinton Inziala, one of the few bright sparks from last season's rebuild, gets shoved out the door before we ever truly saw what he can become? Comment below what you think about the news. Don't forget to leave a like on the video to help me out. I post videos every day talking about our Rangers, so if you're not subscribed, you're missing out on the latest news. See you soon.